Melville's A Thought on Bookbinding, read for Noetic by Luke Johnson. This recording copyright 2020, Noetic Series, LLC, all rights reserved. A Thought on Bookbinding, The Red Rover by J. Fenimore Cooper, revised edition, Putnam. The sight of the far-famed Red Rover sailing under the sober-hued muslin wherewith Mr. Putnam equips his lighter sort of craft begets in us a fastidious feeling touching the propriety of such a binding for such a book. Not that we ostentatiously pretend to any elevated degree of artistic taste in this matter. Our remarks are but limited to our egotistical fancies. Egotistically, then, we would have preferred for the Red Rover a flaming suit of flame-colored morocco, as evanescently thin and gauze-like as possible, so that the binding might happily correspond with the sanguinary fugitive title of the book. Still better, perhaps, were it bound in jet black, with a red streak round the borders, pirate fashion, or upon third thoughts, omit the streak and substitute a square of blood-colored bunting on the back, imprinted with the title so that the flag of the Red Rover might be congenially flung to the popular breeze, after the buccaneer fashion of Morgan, Blackbeard, and other free and easy daredevil accomplished gentlemen of the sea. While throwing out these cursory suggestions, we gladly acknowledge that the tasteful publisher has attached to the volume a very felicitous touch of the sea superstitions of pirates. In the mysterious ciphers in Bookbinder's Relivio, stamped upon the covers, we joyfully recognize a poetical signification and pictorial shadowing forth of the horseshoe, which in all honest and God-fearing piratical vessels is invariably found nailed to the mast. By force of contrast, this clever device reminds us of the sad lack of invention in most of our bookbinders. Books, gentlemen, are a species of men, and introduced to them you circulate in the very best society that this world can furnish, without the intolerable infliction of dressing to go into it. In your shabbiest coat and easiest slippers, you may socially chat, even with the fastidious Earl of Chesterfield, and lounging under a tree enjoy the divinest intimacy with my late Lord of Verulam. Men, then, that they are, living without vulgarly breathing, never speaking unless spoken to, books should be appropriately apparelled. Their bindings should indicate and distinguish their various characters. A crowd of illustrations press upon us, but we must dismiss them at present with the simple expression of the hope that our suggestion may not entirely be thrown away. That we have said thus much concerning the mere outside of the book, whose title prefaces this note, is sufficient evidence of the fact that at the present day we deem any elaborate criticism of Cooper's Red Rover quite unnecessary and uncalled for. Long ago and far inland, we read it in our uncritical days and enjoyed it as much as thousands of the rising generation will, when supplied with such an entertaining volume in such agreeable type. The Literary World 6, March 16th, 1850, 276 to 277.